Welcome to Best Laid Schemes, where we're playing D&D in the Mythic Odysseys of Theros universe. With me are Adrienne, Darren, Jill and Mark. And since we've had a couple of weeks off and everybody's forgotten everything, I thought it would be a good time to have a bit of a recap. So, from the top, the party are now level 6.5. They began their adventures in Melitis. So our cast of characters are Shade, played by Adrienne. She is a Nyx-born rogue phantom, follower of Erebos, and well, Adrienne, how would you describe Shade?
She's nice. To some people.
Okay. Also, recently arrived in Melitis, then was Pimz, a renowned gladiator from the arena in Akros, played by Darren, who returned to town to Melitis to find that the love of his life was getting married to someone else. He found himself having to defend them both from an assassin on their wedding day, and but discovered that his old flame, the love he has for his old flame, was perhaps not as unrequited as he thought. So we also have Hester, a Leonin cleric of, well, a cleric of Farika originally. Jill, how would you describe Hester?
Hester is young and impetuous and has grown up in a cult of Farika, and she is doing her best to break away from it all.
Awesome. And I forgot, Darren, sorry, I should give you an opportunity to outline how you see Pimz.
Pimz is best described, I think, as a well-meaning idiot.
Oh, it's a bit harsh.
Oh, that's very harsh.
And finally, last but not least, we have Dericles, a Minotaur paladin, played by Mark, who was raised by a couple of Acroans who had moved to a small fishing village outside Melitis. Mark, how would you describe Dericles?
He's young, enthusiastic, beefy, and enjoys drinking milk and speculating on the origins of centaur back hair. That kind of thing.
You wouldn't let it lie.
No.
Okay, so these four adventurers met in Melitis, defending the polis from an incursion, a tunnel from the underworld, where returned were breaking out into the city. They ventured down into the underworld, sealed off that passage, and then, having defended Pim's former, what's the word? Paramour. Thank you, Adrienne. Pim's paramour from an assassin. They followed clues that led them towards one of the other three great polis in Theros, that of Setessa. So they headed down to the Nessian Wood. They investigated a temple of Clothis, the goddess of fate. They fought a lot of things. They foiled, discovered that basically there were the assassin in Melitis was one of Clothis' Loom sisters. They foiled a second Loom sister in the polis of Setessa, and then they headed north to Akros, where the third, and as far as they know, final Loom sister is working to destabilise that settlement. Akros, the most military of the settlements, the cities of Theros, is currently ruled by a regent, because the king and queen vanished in mysterious circumstances a couple of decades ago, and the political scene there has been unstable ever since. That said, Pimz grew up there, made a name for himself, and so has a little history in the polis. And Dericles experiences dreams of a vast figure calling him towards the polis.
And
And
Hester tried to fight everybody.
Oh, yes. Yes. Last session, having arrived in the polis, the party went to do some investigations, but Hester took exception to some racist hoplites who rubbed her the wrong way, and very nearly started a fight within the party. So.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah. So we rejoin the party in their room in the inn of the Grapes and Bench. The Grapes and Bench, where you have a room overlooking the street. You can see along out one side. You can just make out the Temple of Triumph, the great arena that is at the centre of Akros. And you, if I remember correctly, you are awaiting your friend whose name I have forgotten, but I will find it in a moment. It was...
Was it Damon?
It was Damon.
Yeah.
See, thank you.
Yeah.
Damon was your friend who you met outside the city. You defeated a demon outside at the foot of the mountains that Akros is built on top of. So Damon has vouched for you to get into the city, and he said he would arrange an audience with the Regent. So, what are you going to do today?
I think we decided that we weren't going to leave the inn for fear of getting into more trouble until we actually had the audience with the Regent.
Yeah, we were lying low.
Okay.
Ordering room service.
And tending to our paper cuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you are killing time in your room, a paper bird suddenly flutters in through the window towards you, Pimz.
Oh, no.
It flaps around your head.
It's not me this time, Pimz.
I'll try and grab it.
Okay, as soon as you reach your hand out, it kind of like flies straight into your hand.
Oh, lightning reflexes.
Yes, you close your fingers around it, and you're now holding a crumpled piece of parchment.
It's going to be a message, isn't it? I'll open it up.
It is indeed a message.
There must be. Who did you write to, Hester? Did you write to my beloved?
I ask Shade. I think she scribed
Didn't I
it.
do the writing? At
Oh
some
no, it was
point?
Dericles. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dericles.
Yeah, see, you know what? I know it was only yesterday, but it just seems like a long time. Okay, what does it say?
Hester knows. Jill has no idea.
Okay. Yes. The letter reads, Dearest Pimz, the oracles here at the Temple of Ephara are bedridden with terrible visions of a great upheaval in the north. One of the younger acolytes is weeping blood. I have entreated Ephara and sent acolytes to other temples, but I can learn nothing more precise. I have faith in your strength and that of your companions, but please, please, take care. Penelope.
I'm going to hand it over to Dericles and just say TLDR.
Are there any kisses at the bottom?
There are not. Just the name.
No.
Can you read it again, Chris, please?
I can, yes. I will. I'll post. I will also post it into the Discord for posterity. Dearest Pimz, the oracles here at the Temple of Ephara are bedridden with terrible visions of a great upheaval in the north. One of the younger acolytes is weeping blood. I have entreated Ephara and sent acolytes to other temples, but I can learn nothing more precise. I have faith in your strength and that of your companions, but please, please take care. Penelope.
Okay.
I'll read that out to everyone.
Okay.
Weeping blood? It's a bit weird, isn't it?
That's-
Even for priests?
Yeah, that's never happened to me.
Didn't that Minotaur that we met recently, wasn't he a priest of Ephara?
Oh, yes.
Maybe
Should
we
we-
should go and see him and tell him about what's happening in Maltis. Oh no, we
Good
can't leave.
idea.
Can't leave the inn.
I can send a message.
Maybe he could stand in
could.
the street outside the inn and we could talk to him through the window.
Maybe you'd like to come for lunch.
We could invite
Yeah,
him.
well, McKay could come to the inn because we're allowed to go downstairs in the inn.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Who said we weren't allowed to go out?
It's
We did.
self-imposed, really.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a self-imposed quarantine.
Yeah. Because certain people don't know how to behave.
I'm really sorry. I am sorry. I will mind my behaviour in future.
Good.
No, your behaviour was perfectly fine. It was just the fact of we were trying to be undercover at the time.
I think it was
I don't
more
think it was
the.
that behaviour. It was the later behaviour that was even more problematic. The
Yeah.
fight in the inn.
Yeah, I think maybe I shouldn't have attacked Pimz the way I did. That wasn't
Yeah,
smart.
that wasn't good. No.
Also, that spell does a lot more damage than I thought it would. So I ended up hurting it quite badly.
I can attest to that. Hey, this letter says "Dearest Pimz." No kisses, but "Dearest Pimz." I mean, that means something. Pimz.
Maybe
Uh,
Yeah, out of all the Pims she knows, you're the best.
You're
one.
the best
Dearest.
one.
Yeah.
Also, you know, she is on her honeymoon, so maybe don't read too much into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just reminding you.
I'm reading into it. Just enough.
Oh,
It
Pimz.
does say, please, please take care of yourself.
It does. That's
It
true.
does, yeah. Yeah.
There is a knock on the door.
Oh, that'll be the room service.
I'll open it.
It is not room service. It is Damon, one of the Lectoi, the warrior class of Akros, the hoplite who escorted you up the great stair and the Titan's stairs and into the city. Good
I
morning.
don't think I've ever been so happy to see somebody.
Really? Why?
Oh, we're just going a bit stir crazy. We've kept ourselves in the room for a while to, you know, just not cause any trouble. Because you said it would be a bad idea if we caused any more trouble before we saw the Regent.
Well, yes, that is
We haven't caused any trouble, have we?
that is good. I am glad that there have been no more disturbances.
It's been so boring.
I have to say, the mood on the street is a little tense. There are unpleasant rumours circulating.
What sort of rumours?
Political unrest. it is possible that one of the other houses is going to make a move against the regent.
Oh, the Raptors. You think?
Yeah, probably.
We're aiming
Possibly.
And probably being backed up by, I don't know, a loom sister. Just a thought. So can you get us an audience with the regent?
We have. I have arranged one. Yes. It would be a good idea for us to make our way across the polis and up to the Kolophon, the great citadel.
What, right now?
Early, fairly early. Your appointment is in an hour or two. But
we got time to have a bite to eat.
We can take some with us.
Okay.
Do you want to eat here first?
Oh,
Or are you going to bring? Are you going to?
Pimz is already
Sure.
eating.
I
might
can
as well
wait.
join
I
in.
can wait. There is no rush. How are you finding Akros?
Well, we've not seen
Apart
very much
from-
of it because we're stuck in here.
Well,
Lively.
it is sensible given the commotion that you caused yesterday.
Well, there wouldn't have been a commotion if the people out there hadn't been horrible to Dericles.
Oh,
And
give it a rest. Yeah.
I just don't see any need for that kind of behaviour. He's a good man, and I'm not having it. And I would do it again.
No, you wouldn't do it again. Because you promised you wouldn't do it again.
I promised I wouldn't cast paper cuts on you again. I didn't promise I wouldn't stand up for my friends against hateful bigots.
No. If we can just get the job done.
Some
Thank
of the
you,
noble
Dericles.
families are real dicks.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very noble, does it? But at least you agree with us, so that's good.
Oh, okay. I suppose we should.
Damon will wait patiently while you finish your brunch.
Shall we wrap it up? He can take it with him.
Okay.
We'll
So when you
just get some low blood sugar on the way down.
Okay, so as you leave the inn, Damon goes away. Indeed, there is a bit of a buzz on the streets. Not so much. Pimz, you're familiar with this polis. It kind of feels a bit. There's a bit of the same sort of atmosphere as there is during the Eroan Games, when there are events happening. There's lots of people in the city and so on. Except that instead of excitement, there's a kind of tension.
Oh.
It's a similar sort of anticipation, but not as merry.
Right.
People seem to be bustling around, but they're not looking. They don't seem excited about wherever they're going.
Yeah, something's definitely afoot, isn't it, Damon?
Yes, it would be a good idea to get to the Kolophon as quickly as we can and see if the Regent, depending on what happens, maybe the Regent will be able to make time for us earlier. Who knows? She has a busy schedule.
Maybe we can have a look around.
Okay, he leads you through the streets. He takes you through a couple of side streets to stay off the major thoroughfares. Pimz, you would know these sorts of shortcuts. You can cut through, so you don't have to follow the main road right up to the big ring around the arena and then back out again to the Kolophon. You can cut through some of the buildings. So actually, tell you what, shall I pop the map of the city up again for you? if I can find it. There it is. Right. One moment. Let's go and get that up. Okay, so.
Ooh, fancy transition.
Yes. Shiny new OBS setup. We now have battle music because this is normally for combat, but I'm going to tone the battle music down a little bit. Right, we so
You can have a fight if you want, but
Yeah, we can just fight ourselves.
there's really no need. So you are cutting through the edge of the Lycaos territory. This is I think this is Damon's family estates within the polis. As you come out of the settlement and close to the stairs that lead up to the Kolophon, you hear a voice shouting, "Pimz, is that you?"
Who said that?
You look off to your left and there is a familiar face. It is... oh, hang on. Oh, let me... Oh dear.
I recognise it from my
there we go.
Twitter.
I've clicked the wrong thing. I now need to bring my notes back. Sorry.
Is it Doros?
Sorry, what was that name again?
Is it Doros?
I can't tell you until I find my notes. Bear with me. Sorry. I had-
Oh, wow.
I had them a minute ago. What have I done with them? It's not those. Sorry, this was going so nicely until I... Okay, let's get rid of that one. Sorry, it appears that I have completely closed them, so I will have to reopen them.
Hester,
Yeah.
so when we go up to the Kolophon, do you think we could do much damage by by dropping stuff off the edge?
What sort of stuff were you thinking of dropping off the edge?
I don't know. Let me try inventory.
Okay, apologies for that.
I've got ball bearings
Yeah, that'd work.
and a bell.
Pimz, you are correct. It is Doros.
Hey.
Doros,
Yeah, nice.
he is emerging from the Temple of Prosperity that is near to the foot of the steps and walking towards you. What brings you back to Akros? Thought you had been summoned by your parents.
Yeah, and did some things for them, and then fate intervened.
Really?
I always said I was fated to forget things. By the way, is he looking? How buff is he looking?
He looks pretty buff. You basically before you were called before you were called away, you two were friendly rivals. Actually,
Yeah.
Pimz, do you want to make an insight roll for me?
Oh, I'm so good at these.
You say that every time.
That's because I have -1 on it.
And,
Ooh, I
and
rolled off what though? 15.
15. Okay, yeah. He looks a little bit almost apprehensive. As he's asking you, sort of like, are you back in Akros for good now?
I'm going to walk over to him. I'm going to grab his hand. I'm going to slap his shoulder as firmly as I can, without actually hurting him.
Oh, okay.
I want him, and I want to really grip his hand, and I really want him to notice how muscular I've become.
Okay. Yeah. He
And I'm gonna
He
I
grips
was,
your hand. He grips your hand back. Are you making this like a strength test?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I tell you what. Can you roll? You are stronger than him. Roll in intimidation.
Alright. 3.
Perfect. Okay. He grips your hand firmly and squeezes it back and says, "You have been busy while you were away. What have you been up to?" He looks you up and down, taking in your new armor, your gear, your lack of hand axes.
I'll it's probably easier for me to list what I haven't been up to. Really, I mean, I haven't fought any titans lately, but anything else you can think of, I've been there, done that.
Really?
But don't worry though. I'm not here to take any kind of crown, if that's what you're worried about. Just passing through.
He kind of visibly relaxes as you say that. It says, "You." Oh, okay. Well, look, Pimz. It is wonderful to see you again. But I will be honest. Without you to compete with, I have won quite a few competitions, and so
Yeah.
It's you always were the stronger.
I'm just going to pat him on the shoulder again and say, "Good for you."
Ooh.
And then I'm going to kind of look across at my friends and sort of introduce them. This is Shade. This is my great friend Dericles, and this little cutie is Hester. And I'm going to rub her on the head.
I'm going to duck out of his way.
Doris gives you all a perfunctory bow and says, I'm Doris, 2 times champion of the Iroan Games gladiatorial net contest."
Do I know which house or family that Doros is?
Doris is not a member of the Lectoi class. He's not one of the nobles. He came with you to the polis, if you recall. He arrived at the same time as you did to be trained as a gladiator. So he has, if he performs well enough in the games, then he may win a place among the Lectoi.
Right. Okay.
But neither you nor he are members of the ruling class. You are both gladiators.
I'm going to bring him close to me, and I'm just going to sort of whisper in his ear. The air seems tense, my friend. What gives?
His face kind of falls as you say that. Well, as you know, the various noble families have long been campaigning to have the regent deposed and install one of them in her place. I fear that she is losing her grip on the polis. It has become the Oromai have become overwhelmingly filled with members of the Raptis and Andino houses. It is difficult to know who to trust.
Well, it's good to know we can trust you, my friend. 2 more questions. 1, you don't happen to have seen any griffins around, have you?
Griffins? No, we haven't. We haven't had such a beast in the games for a couple of years.
And secondly, and this is important. Have I missed a veg con while I've been away?
Do you know what? I don't think that event was ever repeated. I just don't think it was as successful as the organisers hoped.
Okay, that's disappointing. Right, okay, well, thanks. Thanks, nice to see you. And we'll have the, I'm going to name what inn we're at. And
Grapes.
Oh, the
and
pension
grapes.
the pension grapes.
We're moving up in the world.
Pop in, pop by, and we can, have a coffee together.
I would like that. I would like
Yeah,
that.
I've got to get going now. I've got, very, very important stuff to get done. So, yeah, catch you later.
Did he say that he was a two-time champion of making nets? Because, I mean, Deracles can do that.
No,
I don't
using
like to.
nets.
No, but,
No.
you know.
Fighting nets.
I use nets when I fight sometimes, but I can be bothered.
Not for a long time.
Pimz.
Pimz always used to pip me on that contest, but since in his absence, I have won a couple of times. It's my particular speciality. I'm good with the net.
The last time I saw Pimz use his was when we were fighting the Returned.
Yeah,
Fought Returned.
in the underworld as well. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
That was
Wait,
a good one. I like that net.
You went to the underworld? No.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
yeah.
Pull the other one, Pimz.
I don't. It doesn't really bother me whether you believe me or not.
I'm gonna go up close to this guy, look him in the eyes, and I'm gonna bring up some pictures into my eyes of what we did by casting thaumaturgy.
He stares deeply into your eyes, Hester, and says, "Is this real?"
It's absolutely real.
Well, you are a braver man than I, Pimz. And he begins to back away.
There's 4 of us here.
You are all braver than I am.
Thank you.
I will.
Yes, we are.
I hope to see you. Hope to see you soon, Pimz. He backs away. He seems quite shaken.
It's natural to be intimidated around people like us. Okay, let's get moving. Lead the way. Lead the way, Damon.
Very well. And Damon leads you away from the temple towards the great staircase that leads up the side of the Kolophon. It's a long climb. It's pretty much just sort of like a continuous, unbroken stair going up the equivalent of about 7 or 8 flights of stairs, just linearly, right up to the top. And
hey, Deracles. They used to do this for training. We used to do this thing where they tie our ankles together, and we'd have to just hop up each step. It's really good for the good leg day. That
there are
Okay. Should
I
we do
used to
that?
tie people's ankles together, but then they went in the harbour.
Do you want to have a go now?
We could do.
Yeah.
oh
Okay.
We're early.
Hopping up 2 legs at a time.
Yeah.
okay. Damon gets a little bit further ahead, looks back to see what you're doing, and just stares. And then he heads on up, and then waits at the top for you to arrive. There were a couple of guards that waved Damon through at the bottom of the staircase. Oromai hoplites, the city watch equivalent. At the top of the... make a dexterity saving throw, Pimz.
11.
Okay, yeah, you managed not to hurt yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Harder than it looks.
Cool down. Time to cool down.
You haven't done this for a couple of years, Pimz, and Yeah, it's more tiring than you remember. Okay, you get to the top of the stairs and you emerge into a kind of like a long, narrow, walled courtyard filled with single-story buildings. This is Pimz. You would know that this is the barracks for the Oromai, and Damon waves you on through, and you cross through this, and there's a big double archway through into the main walled courtyard of the Kolophon. In here, there's a series of pillars and some bronze statues of discus throwing figures. On your left is a temple. It is basically kind of like lined with pillars, but there are roofs supported by those pillars, but only around the edges. The space inside is open to the sky, and there you can see a statue in the centre of that. It's divided into like 3 courtyards. There is a statue in the centre. Let's see. You would probably actually recognise that statue as that of Karanos, the god of storms and wisdom.
Are we sort of skirting round that one pretty quickly?
Yeah, we kind of look a bit embarrassed as we go.
And Damon leads you up this road and then turns right, and looking now with the Temple of Karanos at your back, you are now looking down the long axis of the Kolophon courtyard. On either side there are more buildings. These are basically like big villas with walled courtyards, and ahead of you there is some steps going up to a raised platform, and as you walk down between these villas, it's quite a long walk to get across there. You can see a circular plinth ahead of you with a huge statue of a centaur on it, and Dericles, you would immediately recognise this as a statue of the god Iroas, after whom the Iroan Games are named, the god of victory and battle.
I'll bow to it.
I'm back here. Yeah.
Okay. Damon pauses for a moment to allow you to make your devotions before the gods. Is anybody else doing anything?
No, I'm just watching.
What are the 2 buildings either side?
The buildings on either side look to be more. Let's see, what are they? They look to be sort of offices, basically. Just they're not homes, but they're some sort of buildings for the machineries of state, basically. And then beyond the statue of the centaur, there is a building that is notable that it is made of white marble. Like the Temple of Karanos, made of marble rather than the usual sandstone that most of the polis is built from. It is basically lined with pillars, wall to wall, mostly open around the sides. And you can see beyond the first set of pillars, you can see through into the kind of like inner space where there is a throne and a cluster of people in there. And of course there are Oromai guards stationed basically at every at all of these junctions, basically wherever there are kind of like pillars, there's usually an Oromai guard stood in front. There's a good dozen or so just up at this end of the courtyard, and Damon bids you to wait here in the courtyard beside the centaur statue. He says, I think we may be able to see the Regent as soon as she is free. And you spend a few minutes waiting there idly while some business goes on. After a few minutes, the figures inside the palace bow to the throned figure and emerge. They seem to be a group of nobles, not warriors. These, although they are all pretty well built, because frankly, pretty much all of the noble classes in Akros are basically warriors or warrior. Very at worst, they are warrior families who are at the very least trained in battle, if not professional warriors. They give you a bit of a look up and down as they pass. There's a half dozen of them. A couple of them nod to you, Dericles, but the others seem to just blank you completely.
How close are they?
They're giving you a reasonably wide berth. They're about 30 feet away.
Okay.
Okay, and Damon urges you onwards. This way. And he leads you up, and you go through like a wall of vast marble pillars. It's weirdly, even though it's just pillars with open spaces, there's a funny sort of echo of your footsteps bouncing off all of these stone columns. And you're now stepping on marble rather than sandstone, which, particularly for Dericles, his hooves resound quite loudly on the surface. And then you go up another short flight of stairs and approach the throne. The throne is a large marble affair, but it's pretty basic. It's kind of simple, sort of like geometric, more or less cubic design. It does have on the back of the throne, above the regent's head, there is an image of Eros imprinted in gold on the marble, inlaid rather into the marble. The regent herself is basically looks to be a quite a slight middle-aged woman, wearing an unassuming white robe. Her hair is bound back in a bun quite severely, and she nods to Damon as he approaches, and he goes down on one knee and bows to her, and then glances back over his shoulder at you. What do you do?
Bow. I'm going to bow, but not on one knee.
Okay. Anyone else? No?
I'm nodding my head but reverentially, and
no, I'm just standing with my hand on my mace.
Okay.
And I'm going to nudge Shade. You're the
I'm gonna
top.
hide.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'm gonna hide.
Sorry, you're going to hide?
Hide.
You're the top. Please,
Yeah.
say something.
You're going to...
Oh, right. I thought you were telling me I needed to do something else.
What are you doing? Come out from behind that column. No, everything.
I don't know what the protocol is. Greetings.
So I'm gonna bow and say we have brought some. You must know me. I'm the fighter in the arena. I'm not a very good talker. My friend will fill you in.
We come to bring news of danger to the city.
Yes, she says.
Don't we have paperwork from?
That is.
I don't know if she's ready for that yet, but
That is what I was interested to hear. Yes. Please, thank you for bringing this to my attention. And please explain to me precisely the nature of the threat that you have discovered.
well, there is an organization of worshippers of the goddess Klothys who are attempting to destabilize the polite. We came across a plot in Meletis, which we foiled, and another one in Setessa, and we believe that a third follower, a Loom sister, is trying to goad the Lactoi families to try and overthrow you.
Interesting. And you've defeated 2 of them, you say?
Yeah, we did that.
And they're griffins. They raiding them.
Griffins, interesting. She snaps her fingers, and from behind one of the nearby pillars, a scribe appears and with a wax tablet, and moves to the side of the throne and begins making notes.
It's Ptolemy, isn't it? Who we think here.
Yeah, the third Loom sister is called Ptolemy. Well, we believe that she may be talking to, or influencing several of the Lactoi family.
She's a Nyx spawn. Not all of us are as nice as I am.
You are well informed. This matches with the intelligence that my spies have reported to me. Some of it. I'm interested in hearing about these other 2. What is their goal, do you think?
As far as we found out that they're trying to change the fates of people.
Well, they were trying to bring things back, weren't they?
They think the policies are getting too powerful.
Yeah, the Klothys is concerned that mortals plan to ascend to godhood.
No matter what we do, we cannot help but set ourselves against one or another of the gods. Well then. Interesting. But you have defeated 2 of her sisters, you say. Tell me more about this. What were the other 2 attempting to accomplish in Setessa and Meletis?
In Meletis, the Loom sister that we attacked was trying to sow rumors about various noble families and what they were up to, and ultimately tried to disrupt a wedding between noble families.
Tell me more of the wedding. Between
Well,
which families?
It was this lovely, lovely lady, Penelope, who was marrying this complete idiot. I mean, you know, whatever. Don't bother me. And they were trying to assassinate them while they were making their way from her house to his house.
Do you know
the
family names?
Yeah. And then I tell her the family names.
Almeida is the the groom.
Almeida and Galani. Galani and Almeida. Interesting. Thank you.
Have you had no word? Have you had no word from the rulers of the other two polis?
We meet infrequently to compare notes, but this is interesting news.
We had extra news this morning. Pimz, do you still have that piece of paper?
Yep, I've got it in my diplomatic pouch.
Okay. Everyone look away.
Hester's gonna peep.
Regent Taranika just stares at you.
Yeah, and I pull it out. No.
Okay. She arches one eyebrow and nods.
No sacred place in the whole of the realm.
Sorry.
For those joining us for the first time today, Pimz's diplomatic pouch is in his trousers. She nods to her scribe, who approaches to have a look at the letter, and holds it gingerly.
It'll be all warm.
He returns to the throne and holds it for the regent to read. Well, that does not bode well.
No.
We were going to speak to, was it Kamaxi, the priest?
Kamaxi?
Yeah.
Was it Kamaxi?
Something.
Yes. Have you? And did you?
Yeah.
Yes. No, I meant we were going to speak to him about.
Oh, that's
more information.
That may be worthwhile.
Didn't we go around it? I thought we did.
Yeah, but then we've got the new information.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You did speak to Kamaxi yesterday, yes.
Yeah.
The Regent Taranika purses her lips for a moment and says, tell me more about these other Loom sisters. It appears that they were trying to destabilize Melitis. What about Setessa?
Oh, that one was easy.
Yeah, well, we first encountered that Loom sister at a Temple of Clothis south of the Nestian Wood, which we think was probably the base for them all. Then we went to Setessa, and I think we really found out what she was up to, because we
found her really quick.
She was doing something fate related in the something place, the temple, the East Nexus, or the Winter Nexus.
It was the Winter Nexus.
In the Winter Nexus, she was trying to weave fates through various pools, but we didn't really understand what that was about.
She was drawing on the power of the Nexus.
We do have this habit of killing first and then trying to ask questions later.
Literally.
Unfortunate, but effective. However, I'm interested in these magics. What can you tell me about this fate ritual you say she was performing?
There were sort of strands of I don't know, like hair or something. Were they going from an altar into various pools in the Nexus?
Yeah, we had to cut them.
Chris,
Yes.
is she being upfront with us? I'm just.
Make an insight roll.
Yeah, she. I'm just worried that we might be talking to the wrong person. Insight. 15.
Okay, you get. She seems unsurprised by a lot of this. You get the impression that some of it she already knew. Some of it is news to her, but you can see the cogs whirring in her brain as she is basically taking every piece of new information that you give her and fitting it into a larger picture.
But I don't think, that maybe she's been corrupted by the Loom Sisters already.
You don't get the impression that she is trying to hide anything from you, if that's what you mean. It's hard to read her motivation, but she seems to be genuinely interested in what you are reporting.
Your regenciness. If I may be so bold as to ask, do you know which of the families is most likely to move against you? Because they will be the ones who will have spoken to the Loom sister.
Yes,
We've all been told.
My spies have been keeping an eye on Ptolemy's dealings with the House Raptis for a week or two now.
House Raptis, Hester. The ones we went to have a look around. Do you remember?
No.
Yeah, okay.
The what?
The,
Do I remember what?
Forget it.
Make a perception roll. All of you, actually.
Yeah, I'm too busy being annoyed.
Okay.
Oh, 18.
22.
Yeah, 11.
What was that, Adrienne?
22.
22, blimey, okay.
18.
Okay, well, Pimz is too busy making digs at Hester. The other three of you notice that Regent Taranika is smirking as he does so. I understand you had an encounter with some of House Raptis yesterday.
Yeah, I think we got
That
away
was
with it.
a minor incident.
Yes.
It would have been a major incident if they'd not backed off.
Do your spies know where Ptolemy is now? Because, we've already bagged two, and we're quite keen to bag the third.
She comes and goes from House Raptis villa. She leaves the polis occasionally, so she must have some campsite or centre of operations outside the walls. However, my spies have not been able to follow her. She does have a griffon mount that she keeps hidden a short distance from the polis.
Yeah, right, okay, so Doros was useless then, wasn't he? Not really griffins. Okay, so let's cut to the chase here. Do we have your permission to how should we put this? dispose of her aggressively.
Inhume with prejudice.
Yes.
I would advise caution because you are not just dealing with a lone operator here. She is working closely with House Raptis. She has allies in the polis.
Well, so, it sounds like you've been doing a lot of watching. What have you been doing anything proactively? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm going to kick him.
Regent in this.
I'm going to kick his ankle just slightly.
If I did, why would I tell you, Pimz? Now.
I go a bit red-faced.
This is useful intelligence you have brought me. I need to know more about the sort of magics that these Loom Sisters use. I am familiar with House Raptis and their methods. What I want to know is what can the Loom Sisters do? How will they sow discord in my polis?
We don't know yet, but they did change our fate.
Yeah, they won them.
Really?
We kept on them, but they cursed us just before they died.
Ah, death curse. How unfortunate for you.
That was after we'd sort of finished her off a bit. I mean, generally, they seem to have been, as far as I know, not using magic so much as just sort of putting people against each other.
Yeah, I'm training griffins.
On that, unless the fate magic, I don't really understand that, is actually influencing people directly.
How is it influencing
The
you?
one from that went to Tessa was able to summon some massive creature to fight us, but
Really?
generally they seem to be working behind the scenes. The one in Satessa seemed to be trying to incite centaurs to raid the outlying settlements more.
I see. So they work indirectly.
It would fit the pattern if Ptolemy was trying to incite the Lectoi families against you.
Or even the Minotaurs that are nice.
However, I am confident that she will have heard of your arrival and your encounter with the members of House Raptis.
Well, that's fine. It just means she's got, longer to worry about it.
It may provoke her to act hastily. We may
We
be able
generally
to
work on that assumption.
We may be able to take advantage of this. Very well. And how have your fates been affected?
Well, so far we've been awesome. So it's been great. Fought some horrible creatures and won. I have got super big on muscles. So
Supposedly, when she cursed us, there was a particular fate for each of us. But nothing's happened so far.
She pronounced a particular doom for each of you.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, we don't really believe in that kind of thing, though.
Well, it is.
We make our own fate.
We do.
Perhaps you do. You are certainly making a name for yourselves. But you have seen no evidence that this fate, this curse, is guiding your path, affecting your destiny so far?
Well, I mean, it's brought us here, I suppose. Otherwise, no, not really.
Can I just ask? You know those golden apples that we had,
Yeah.
Yes.
and I've still got mine. Well, it should be just dried, shouldn't it, by now?
It is. If you're having a look, it is kind of shriveled now and has lost some of its luster.
Well, I'll still offer it to her and go, look, we found this tree.
This is interesting. She nods to the scribe, and then looks at Pimz. You ate of the fruit of the tree. Well.
Yeah. I can't remember if I did or not, did I?
Yes, you did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's how I got my... Oh, yeah, because I can concentrate and see things. Shall we try now? Yeah, I'm going to try now.
Okay. You concentrate, and you're suddenly overwhelmed by a bright glow. Normally, these golden strands are like filaments linking people to each other and off into the distance. What you can see now is a fiercely glowing beam of golden light stretching between Dericles and Taranika.
Interesting.
It pretty much drowns out everything else.
Okay, I'm going to drop it.
What did you see?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's just it was a bit bright this time. Just a bit bright. This looks like,
Really?
You see anything helpful?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
There's a packet.
Okay. Can I am I picking up a vibe from him? Can I do an insight check to see whether he's worried about sharing the information?
You can make an insight check, yeah.
Sorry.
Taranika is watching
24.
you all with interest. 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get +6.
Pimz.
Well, I am trying to. Yeah, I'm not trying to give anything away, but yeah, I do look concerned about saying anything in front of Taranika.
Okay. I'm just going to move closer to Pimz and kind of stand next to him.
Okay. Well.
It doesn't work all the time. Sometimes it's just a muddle. Lots of fate going on all over. Okay.
But you can see it. How fascinating.
Like a festival of fate.
The Shade, are you allowing the scribe to take the shriveled apple from you?
Yeah. Go
Yep. Okay. He brings it over to Taranika, who looks at it, studies it closely, and then nods, and the scribe returns it to you.
Oh no, you can keep it. I just thought, no.
Thank you.
If it was, I don't know. I mean, if it was still edible, or
probably best for stewing.
Yeah, maybe cook it.
I really didn't think they'd go off. Actually, when I kept mine, I thought that'd be good forever.
Yeah, because I didn't realise it was just gold coloured. I thought it was gold.
It had a sort of like gold, like a metallic shine to it. Yes,
easy,
but
though.
it was also fruit, not solid metal.
Yeah, I kind of thought it would just be everlasting, sort of
Yeah.
magic, everlasting fruit that I could eat whenever. Now it's all
No.
shriveled. I don't really want mine.
It was just
But
a golden.
I'll keep it.
Nothing lasts forever, sadly. And so, let me see. Very well then. Thank you for this information. Can you all make perception rolls, please?
15.
10.
That's exceptional. 19.
Okay.
15.
15. Okay. Shade, you notice through the pillars at the back and beyond, up beyond the huge outer wall of the Kolophon, you notice an arrow arcing up, and it catches your eye because it appears to be trailing blue smoke.
An arrow?
Yeah.
Is it coming our direction?
No, it is. It's just sort of. It's just like going up as you watch. It kind of like reaches its the apex of its curve and begins to fall again, and it's now trailing sort of like thick blue smoke, and the. Sorry.
Is Shade the only one that sees it?
Yes, because the rest of you are focused on the Regent in the foreground.
I was going to say, it's not close enough for me to go and catch it.
No, it's like out over the city.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'll shout to everybody, look.
Uh-oh.
Do I know what that means?
Does anybody know what it is?
No, none of you.
It's
None
like
of
a
you.
signal or something.
None of you know what it. None of you know what it means exactly, but yes, you would all recognise that the only real reason to shoot an arrow trailing coloured smoke straight up into the air is as some form of signal. The arrow disappears out of sight. Taranika gets up from the throne, nods to her scribe, and says, "Excuse me, I need to leave now." She takes a few steps and then pauses, glancing around. Damon, she says, "Form a contingent of your family members, please. I need an honour guard." Damon disappears off towards the outer courtyard. The Regent turns to you and says, "I fear that the noble family's patience is now exhausted, and their hand has been forced. So this may prove to be a trying day."
Do you have somewhere safe to go?
"I do. Do you?"
Okay. Well,
There's nowhere safer than with the rest of my friends.
She is. Make an insight roll, please, all of you.
Ooh,
5.
17.
Okay.
25.
25. Okay.
19.
Right. 19. You can. Let's see. Delcles, you are confused. Don't know what's going on. Pimz, Shade, you notice that Taranika seems to be keeping a close eye on the guards out in the courtyard. Hester, you notice that the guards out in the courtyard appear to be exchanging glances with each other. They seem to have noticed the arrow, and they seem to be making surreptitious signals to each other.
Okay.
You would estimate that they recognise this. They recognise this signal, but they are confused by it.
Right. Okay.
I have a feeling that we may be about to see some action.
About
Yeah.
time.
Does the Regent need the toilet? Or
Deracles.
something?
Deracles.
Yeah.
Those guards are kind of nudging each other and kind of looking up at the arrow like, I don't know, there's something about it that's making me feel a bit wary.
It's a bit weird seeing a blue arrow, but blue
Yeah.
smoky arrow.
Actually, Hester.
Reminded me of the arrows with blue fletching that we found in Melton.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering
Yeah,
about.
I was thinking as well. By the way, can everyone come close? Come close. Right, and just like I saw massive fate lines between Deracles and Taranaka. Pretty weird.
Oh.
What it means.
Okay.
I thought
Is she
Beth in front of her.
Does that mean... I don't know what that means. What does it mean?
There's,
Does it mean Deracles is going to go on a date with her or something?
Oh.
something I haven't told you guys.
Yeah?
But I'm not sure that now is the time to mention it because I don't know what's going to happen.
The guards are beginning to move. They are several. Hester, you would with that roll, you would also notice that these are all Oromai guards. They're wearing their armor is blue trimmed, and they wear the horse head of House Raptis on their livery.
Okay.
They're
Deracles,
moving-
do we know anything about what happens if guards turn against the people they're meant to be guarding?
We go and kill them.
We deal with it.
Okay.
How many of them are there?
Where's the Taranaka gone? Where's the Regent gone?
She is standing close to you. Actually, she is watching the guards. Basically, what you're seeing outside is there are now two groups of guards outside. Some of them have got a horse head on their regalia. They are moving up towards the steps into the palace from their posts round about the pillars. There are other guards with different emblems who are looking around a bit confused, wondering why their comrades have left their posts.
Okay.
Do you have a way out of here, Regent?
I do, but it is at the other end of the courtyard. We may need to. I may need to prevail upon you to escort me across the courtyard.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
Right now.
Deracles, you told us half a story there, and can it wait? Do we need to know it now?
It can wait.
There
Okay.
are
I
now
can't tell you it now.
8 hoplites mounting the stairs at the entrance to the temple, and you they're walking up in a line, weapons drawn, and
Okay, everyone.
we will. I think it is time to roll initiative,
Yay!
and we will. But you might want to wait until we come back because we're going to have a little bit of a break, so that you can get a drink or visit bathroom or whatever. So we will pick this skirmish up shortly, and we'll be gone for about 10 minutes or so. Until then, thank you for watching. Okay, welcome back. Thank you for waiting. Right, I have now. Oh, I'm in the wrong view because we now have a fight on our hands. Can everybody remind me what their initiative was, or roll if they haven't already?
I
15 for me.
15.
Yeah.
15 as well. Yeah.
Wow.
What are you doing?
Mark
Must
the
be something-
Feel
calendar.
at home here.
Yeah. Strange. What was that? 11 for Hester.
Yeah. Oh, I got
No, for Pimz.
Yeah, I think Hester got. Didn't you say 19 earlier, John?
Is he gone?
Oh, is Jill not with us? Sorry, I thought she was ready to resume.
She said 19.
Yeah, I'm sure she said 18 or 19.
I can't hear her at the moment though.
No, I mean she said it earlier.
Okay. Yeah, she did say 19. I've got that down for her. Shade, what was yours? Sorry.
I got the same as Deracles.
Okay. But you have a high dex, so you go first. So despite rolling 15,
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm still there.
luckily,
Oh,
right.
what's that? Jill says that I don't know why you can't hear me.
Ah, now that is an issue.
I'll
hang
go
on.
and check.
I'll just go and check. I've got
Oh,
nothing.
you.
Is she muted? I've got nothing. She's not muted on my control panel. Sorry, bear with us.
I'll go and check.
Thanks, Darren. Right. In the meantime, you are facing. Oh, tell you what. I will switch us to the. Oh, in just a moment, because I just need to mark a bunch of these. Okay, there we go. We have got some. Right, I'm going to switch us over to the battle map for you now. So there we go, and let's reposition that so that you can see what's going on. So, because I failed to put a token on for Regent Taranika, I have made a duplicate shade. So this.
Just saying, remember, I've got my dancing scimitar. What are you going to use for that?
Oh, damn it. I do have a token for that, but I haven't added it to this map, and I can't conveniently do that in the middle of the fight. So I could use Hester's book.
Unless she's going to use.
We shall see. So yes, you are facing off against. There are 7 of the. Actually, there should have been 8. What have I done wrong there? Excuse me while I. There we go. There are now 8 of these guards coming up the steps. These are all wearing the blue livery of Oromai and the horse-head emblem of House Raptis. There are. If I just zoom out, show you a bit more of the scene. You can also see some confused-looking Oromai with different livery. They are of different noble houses. Currently looking a bit confused at what's going on. I hope that Jill will be able to join us shortly.
Oh!
Ah!
Oh, yeah, you know.
Are you with us, Jill?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Oh.
Hang on. Let me. There we go. It's because you were muted, weirdly. Right. Jill, can you hear me? Oh.
Chris?
Hello,
we-
hello,
Yeah,
hello.
I fixed it.
Okay.
For some reason, it was muted on my end, and I don't understand why.
I'm getting feedback now. I can hear everything I'm saying echoing back to me.
Oh, hang on. Let me try.
Sorry.
Hang on. Let me try that. Oh no,
I
that's...
accidentally unplugged my headphones, and when I plugged it back in again, I lost all the connection.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Are you still getting an echo?
Hello, hello. Yeah.
Let me try that. Say something again. Oh no, I can see that you're talking, but I'm not hearing you. And I'm assuming that if I'm not hearing you, then the stream is not hearing you. No, the stream is not hearing you. Okay, if I turn you back on, then you'll get an...
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, you'll get an echo.
Hello, hello. Yeah.
You might have to
know
put
that's
up with
on the
it.
screen, Chris.
Sorry?
Okay.
You know that's up on the screen.
Ah! Brilliant. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, sorry about that. This is a new setup, so we're having some minor technical teething issues. But Jill, if you can cope with a slight echo on your voice,
Yeah.
are we good to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so the situation is there are 8 RMI guards approaching up the steps of the palace. There are they all have the horsehead livery of House Raptis. There are a few RMI of other houses trailing behind them and looking a little bit confused. So let's see. They are going to go. So first up is Hester. You are
Okay.
fastest.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Bless at 2nd level.
Okay.
And that gives 4 of us. That gives all 4 of us a D4 roll
Yes.
for attacks and saving throws.
Okay. Are you going to move anywhere?
I am going to move back.
Back to next to Taranika.
That'll do, yeah.
It's only 15 foot back, but yeah, you can move back there. Okay. And that's so then Taranika goes. She seems like strangely calm. She turns to you, Hester, and says, "I appreciate your assistance."
We'll do what we can, don't worry.
Her scribe has hurried off somewhere, possibly hiding. Okay, Shade, you're up. Dericles, you're next.
Okay. Right, I do want to use my... do I want to use my dancing rapier? Yeah, I do. I want to move forward and
Okay.
use as my action. I want to put my Cloak of Stars on.
Okay. How far
then-
forward? You can get right. You can close with them if you need to. Or you could wait for them to close with you.
Yeah, no, just halfway. 15?
Halfway,
Do-
15. Yep.
Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna, as my bonus action, I need to throw my dancing rapier.
Okay. I am right. Excuse me. What I'm going to do is bring Hester's book, which I did have prepared. I will put what makes it look more weapony. Okay. There we go. That is now your dancing rapier. Sorry.
I'm gonna get very confused this time. Right. So I'm going to throw it
Okay.
30 feet.
30 feet. Oh, right. Are you going to aim it to get it over their heads and settle? Because you can.
No, I just want to hit one of them.
You could get it right 25 foot. You could get it right over their heads if you wanted to behind them. If you wanted. Or where do you want to put it?
Oh, hold.
I can't see the whole map. Move it. That's it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry. There we go. So where do you want to put the rapier?
Just next to one of them. Doesn't matter which one, because I want to have a hit.
You can sort of like toss it over that side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's still the same bonus action I can hit with that.
Yes, yeah. You toss the rapier out. It flies through the air and then kind of seems to sort of like it's almost as if it's been caught by an invisible hand. It kind of like bobs and floats to a halt and takes up an on guard position opposite one of these hoplites. Go ahead. Make a hit roll.
You're blessed. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, and add a D4 for bless.
That's... Ooh, a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, that's good. It's just it's not a sneak attack, so 28 through 3. Oh, the 6 points of damage.
Okay, so need to number these. So 6. Yep. Okay, yeah. You slash at him.
Okay. So it's first attack. So yeah,
that's your. So that was your bonus action. Was the sword? Your action was your cloak of stars.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, and you're not moving any further.
No, he's fine.
Okay. In that case, Deracles, you're up. Pimz next.
Okay, I am going to move up past Shade till I'm just in front of the.
Right up to them. Or 5 foot short.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, about there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, warriors of Raptus, you've been deceived. Before you commit treason and bring doom on yourselves and your family, lay down your weapons. I'm going to try and intimidate them.
Make an intimidate roll.
Yay.
Yeah.
Come on, Derek, please.
And I'm going to put my extra D10 thing into it.
Okay.
That I get.
And the D4.
Is that it? Will that count on a skill roll? Or is it
Oh,
just
no,
for attack
sorry.
rolls?
No. Wait, it is skill rolls.
It's saving throws and attack rolls, I think.
Oh, no, I don't
I'm
think
going to double check.
I can never remember. It's 2 out of 3, but I can never remember which ones it is.
Attack rolls and saving throws, yeah.
Okay, so not skill rolls. Right, there we go.
Okay, sorry, I'm just having to deal with a cat trying to attack the D20.
Hey!
Wonderful.
I get 27.
27.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Your Deracles booms this out across the courtyards. His voice echoes and reverberates off the pillars around him, and the hoplites before him stop in their tracks. Hearing what Deracles is saying, the hoplites beyond, from different houses, hurry forward to beginning to understand what's going on. Okay. Are you doing anything else, Deracles? Are you waiting to see?
That's my action. So I'll just stand there looking imposing.
Okay, yeah, you are looking pretty imposing. Yeah, and of course, like your hooves ringing out on the marble as you step forward is quite intimidating. Pimz, you're up next.
Okay, I'm going to move up next to Heracles.
Ooh.
To the.
Oh,
page.
sorry. Hang on. Let me bring that web page over here so I can mess with it. You're sounding a little bit reverberate-y.
What, me?
Yes.
No. Was I earlier?
No. It's almost like I've got 2 feet of you.
I've not done anything.
Okay, hang on. Try again.
I have not.
Okay,
anything.
it was me. I fixed it.
Okay, yes, move me up to next to Heracles, so I'm in front of Shade.
Yep.
There. And I'm going to hold my action.
Okay.
My action will be to attack anyone who comes closer.
Okay.
Or looks like they're going to attack either of us or go past us. Yeah, I'm going to hold that action and shout out, "You heard him."
Do you want to make an intimidate roll as well? Just
For the hell of it.
just because, not as wordy, but you certainly cut an imposing figure.
Natural 20. So that's 20.
Oh, really?
That's 21.
Wow. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. Pimz steps up to back Heracles up with few words, but yeah, his posture and his enormous glaive speaks volumes. And the hoplites, the front hoplites take a step back. Okay, it is now their turn, and they are now beginning to doubt this. Well, how they're going to react? Let's see. Okay. You rolled, Heracles, you rolled 27, didn't you? So they are going to. I'm going to see if any of them are still have the willpower to follow through with this. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one does. Okay. One of them forces his way forward to attack you. He's either exceptionally brave or possibly just a bit stupid, hoping to inspire his comrades to join him. He attacks you. Find the. There we go. Let's make a roll for him. Okay, that is not great. That's 12 to hit. He's lunging with his spear. He just sort of like he misjudges the distance and just like the spear just like glances off your armor, Heracles.
That will pardon me. That will trigger my reaction.
Oh yes, go on. Make your reaction. He's got.
My reaction was to attack.
Okay.
Anybody who tried to attack me or him.
Okay, you attack him then.
So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to glaive him.
Okay, go for it.
It's my attack action. I get 2 attacks. So,
okay.
The first one is a natural 1.
Oh dear. Okay.
Do I get a second attack?
You do get a second. Your first attack, basically, you try to swing, you realise like you're standing too close to Dericles, and you catch the butt end of your glaive on Dericles' armour, and you have to stop and start again, but make your second attack.
Yeah, okay. And my second attack is that's more like it. 25.
That will definitely hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Where are we? There we go. And that's going to be 12 points of slashing damage.
Right. Okay. Yes. Yeah. You slice across his. You catch him on his exposed arm with your glaive and cut quite like a deep cut. His on his shield arm. His shield sags in his grip slightly. He turns to attack you with his remaining attacks. First one is a 16 to hit.
That's just going to bounce off my arm.
Yeah, okay. And then the second one is an 18 to hit.
That is going to hit me then.
Okay, and that is not a massive amount. That's only 5 points of damage. He just manages to catch you with the tip of his spear.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Did he just get 3 attacks then? He attacked me once and Pimz twice.
That is correct.
Correct.
They're quite well trained. Yes. Let's just see. Okay, so I'm just going to now make some rolls for his comrades and. Oh dear. Okay. Right. So that happened. Okay. That. So the rest of them are looking kind of like a bit kind of panicked and shifty and kind of doubt riddled. Who's next? We're back to Hester now.
Okay. I'm gonna step forward. About I think 10 feet will be enough, and I'm gonna cast Aid at level 3, which means that all the others get 10 points of extra hit points.
Okay, brilliant.
For the next 8 hours.
That's really good.
And that on a short rest, you can get those back. Or like with healing, you can get those back. 10.
Cool.
10 temporary hit points. Cool.
Yep.
Are you moving anywhere?
Back again to where I was.
Okay.
So I step forward to cast the spell, and I step back.
Okay.
In place.
Great.
That all of us get the temporary hit points.
Yeah, I don't, but you 3 do.
Brilliant. Okay.
How many ones did you say?
What?
How many temporary hit points?
10.
10. I thought you said 10. Okay.
Right. Taranika moves away from the side of you. She moves. Oops, I'm using the wrong screen. She moves across to the side and through the pillars, giving. She can get that far. There we go. Giving the hoplites a wide berth. Let's see. Shade, you're up next.
Right.
You will notice that the Regent. You will notice that the Regent is basically sort of like advancing.
I'm moving right next to her.
Okay.
As long as I'm still within 30 feet of my dancing blade.
You are, yes.
Cool. And I'm going to give her an invisibility potion.
Hey.
Okay.
Having realised I've got a couple of them.
She. Are you telling her what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Just drink this. You know, you'll be fine. Yeah. So that's my action, is to give her the invisibility potion.
Okay. She takes it. She can't drink it right now, but on her next turn she could.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my bonus action is for my dancing rapier. I'm going to move it up next to the one that's next to Deracles and try and hit it.
Next to that one.
Yep.
Okay. Go roll.
And that is. Sorry, I'm on the wrong page. That's 18 to hit.
Just hits.
Good. Right. This is be fun. So that's a sneak attack.
Oh yes, so it is.
It is, and then there'll be something after that. So hold a sec.
Grief.
Oh yeah. Right. D8 plus 3. 6. That's 15 points of damage to that one.
Okay, 15.
Yep, I'm going to do Whales from the Grave.
Oh yeah.
So, after I've done the sneak attack damage, I can target a second creature. And it takes 2d6 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Oh, and it also deals that necrotic damage to the first creature as well.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't think it's... okay.
Shade.
He hit
Shade is a phantom, which is a new rogue subclass from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and it is quite cool.
Yes. I hear the voices of those people I've killed, and funny enough, they actually like to help me. So I must be doing something good.
So go and roll that 2d6 necrotic, please.
Right. Okay. Let's have a look. And that's 5.
Okay.
So that's 5d. So it's 5 necrotic to the first one on top of 15 points of damage, and then 5 necrotic to another one within 30 feet of it. I don't know who else is looking shifty.
The one that you that your dancing rapier attacked before is looking fairly gung ho.
Yeah, go on, that one.
Okay.
That's me done.
Okay. Yes, you're able to bring your magical rapier up close behind the one bold hoplite and stab him when he's not expecting it, because he didn't notice the blade on its own. He grunts in pain. And as he does so, you can see, and Pimz and Deracles in particular, because you're right opposite him, you see his veins pulse black as the necrotic energy flows through him, and his eyes bulge for a moment, as well as a hoplite a couple of rows behind. Okay, that means it is Deracles' turn.
Okay, I'm going to attack the guy in front of me then.
Okay.
And I have to find another D4 because my cat ran off with that one.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
We need to roll you up a familiar for your cat to play.
Yeah, you need to buy your buy him his own dice set.
Yeah, well, he's left the D20. He's run off with a D4, a D10, and a D12 so far tonight. So,
ooh, okay.
What saves?
So that's 22 to hit.
22 to hit. Yeah, that will hit.
Right.
Your cat's keen on the heavy weapons then.
Yeah, he's just clawed it, moving.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
so
that
cool.
is. What? It's 15 slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus 2 necrotic damage from my blood axe.
Ooh.
I'm going to divine smite him.
He staggers back. Go on. What's the divine smite damage?
That's another 8 radiant damage.
Whoa. Okay.
And then as a bonus action,
I will just let you know that as that blow with the combination of like the necrotic damage from the axe and the wash of divine light that ripples down your arm across the blade and burns into him, he falls dead at your feet.
Okay. I will step forward, brandishing my axe, and again say, "In the name of Iroas, drop your weapons."
Okay. Make another intimidation roll, please. Just to see if it's anywhere near as good as the last one.
It's 24 this time.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
Right. Hang on a minute. Let me go through these. Okay. 4 of them drop their weapons. Let's see. I am going to mark. Let's see. Not that. It wasn't that guy actually. It will be this guy. What shall I use for surrendered? I'll use the sleep icon. There we go. These 3 guys and this guy. In fact, like the guy directly in front of you, in fact, has drops his weapon and back. Oh no, he doesn't back off. It's not his turn. But yeah, those 4 have dropped their weapons. Right. That means it is Pim's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move to put myself kind of closer to the Regent.
Okay.
From where I am, I want to go up and then in between those 2 columns to the left.
There or further forward?
Further forward.
There. Okay.
Yeah, there. Right.
Brilliant. You've got quite a reach on that glaive, though, haven't you?
I have, yeah. So the 2 that haven't. Yeah, I'm feeling like I want to be more protective.
Okay.
Than anything else. So once again, I'm going to hold my action. If any of them move toward me in an aggressive way,
okay,
I'll take a pop at them.
Okay, that's great. Okay, that means it's their turn. Okay, so
sorry, I mean all past me, as if they're because I'm basically trying to protect the regions.
Yes. Yeah. You can take you can hold your action to defend against anybody attempting to encroach past you. So it's their turn now. So these guys are gonna back off 10 feet. He's gonna move back there. However, the guys who held on to their weapons are going to keep trying to fight. So let's see. This guy is going to try to. I think he's actually going to engage you. This guy is going to try to run past, but I think he is going to reckon without the reach of your glaive. So, what order are they going to do this in? Well, this guy's going to attack you first. Do you want to use your action when he approaches?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be the first thing that triggers my reaction, isn't it? So
I suppose it is. Okay.
So yeah, if he's the first one that comes within reach. Then
Okay, so he steps close to you, so you can take your attacks now.
I'm still blessed.
Don't see why not. You didn't drop it, did you, Hester?
No.
No. Okay.
Should put a little blessing mark on us.
Yes, I should. Tell you what, let me just do that. Holy. There we go. And you're blessed as well, aren't you, Hester?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, you're blessed. Lovely.
Oh. All right. Okay. So I'll do my first attack, and that is not great. Well, it's so that even with the bless, that's going to be 13.
13 will not hit, I'm afraid.
And second attack. Oh, that's more like it. That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, go for it.
So that is it's not great. That's 8. That's 13 points of slashing damage.
Oh, right. Yep. Yeah. You carve into his armor. He grunts with pain, and he doesn't. He does not like that. Is that the last of your attacks?
Yeah, I just got 2 attacks.
Okay. So now he gets to make his attack now. Or some of them. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits, yes.
For the first one, that will be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Then he misses, and then that's a 16 to hit.
That misses as well.
That also misses. Okay, yeah, he can't. They're well trained, these guys, but they are not used to opponents of your caliber.
Yeah.
So that's his turn. This guy is going to try to run past you, so he can get about 20. He's giving you a wide berth, so he can get 20 foot to there, and then 10 feet. He's going to try and squeeze through these pillars. He can't get any closer than that. What can he do? He could throw his. He's going to try and be a hero. He's going to try and throw his spear. Let's see. At Taranika. That. Oh dear. Okay. So he hurls his spear, but Taranika ducks, and it clatters off of a pillar behind her. And that leaves him. That leaves him with no weapon and nobody to attack. So he's stuck there. Then this chap here is going to attack Dericles without moving. Let's see that. Ooh, that's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 4 points of damage. Then a 14 to hit.
No.
No. And like this third one misses as well. They're just not used to you having such good defensive technique. Okay, so that's all of them. These guys are going to move up behind. They're actually going to join the fight. He's going to move up behind this guy and attack him. That's just going to hit. That will miss. That will miss. Right. Okay. He gets one hit in on that guy. Like 3. That's 7. And then his second attack, his kind of his sword kind of like clangs off the other hoplite's armor, and he nearly drops it and has to recover. Let's see. He rolled critical fail. Then this guy is going to move up to here to attack that chap. That's going to miss. That's... Oh, dear. Okay. This chap is attacking, but he's obviously not done as much drilling as the other guys. This guy is going to move forward. He's actually going to basically move up. These guys are going to move up to these unarmed hoplites and basically hold them at spear point rather. So they are guarding them. They're gonna encourage this guy to line up with the others. So now they've basically taken this lot prisoner, and now we are back to Hester.
Okay.
Oh, I need to move the map slightly so you can see it properly. Sorry.
I am going to move 20 feet forward, and I am going to cast Aid again.
Okay.
On the 3 of us that are there. So that's an extra 10 points added to our current hit points and our total hit points.
Okay.
For the next 8 hours.
Cool.
That's looking good. Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Sorry, I've made a mess of that. I'll sort that out in a sec. What was?
You've moved 20 feet. You've got 10 foot of movement left if you want it. Oh, hang on, you're fast, aren't you? You've got 15
Yeah, I've got
foot
15
of
feet. I'm gonna move up beside Dericles, or behind him, whatever.
Yeah, you can get behind him.
Yeah, that's fine. That's everything.
Okay. Right. In that case, we move on to Taranika. Taranika's turn. She calls. These hoplites are guilty of treason. You may execute them. And she drinks the potion and disappears. So she is now invisible. That icon doesn't show up terribly well, but it is honestly a dedicated invisibility icon. Okay, Shade, you're next.
Okay.
She has vanished.
Yes.
Oh, flip. Out a little bit. What do you want to do?
Right, I think what I'm going to do is... Can I use my bonus action first?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I'm going to send my dancing rapier up to the one nearest to me.
This one.
And try and hit it.
Okay. Make a roll.
Yeah. And that is 22.
Nice.
that definitely hits.
Okay. And that is... Ooh! That's 9 points of damage.
9. Okay. He is... Which one is he? He's dead. Oh, he's the one that... No, he was an unharmed one, wasn't he? Yeah, so he is number 4. And 9 points. Okay. Yep, you... Yeah, your rapier swings into position in front of him and stabs. Are you going to move anywhere?
Yep, I want to move to the one next to Deracles.
Okay.
And then use my action to try and hit him.
Okay.
And I can actually use sneak attack with that, but I roll a 1, so no.
Okay. Was that 1 for your attack roll?
Yes.
Okay. Using your... Which weapon?
No, that's just my other normal rapier.
Okay, you've got normal rapier as well as the magic rapier.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you...
The magic rapier's up there, and I was running down to try and hit with it. I didn't.
Yeah, as you're getting your rapier ready to attack him, it catches on the pillar and puts you off.
That's okay. That's me done.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Next up is Deracles. Shade has joined you.
Hi.
Okay, I will attack that one.
I was just going to say, it's like Shade, you should have had advantage on that because you have an ally behind it. You are flanking.
Oh.
Sorry, do you just want to see if you actually hit him?
No.
Okay. As you were. Please continue, Derek, please.
Do I get advantage on that or?
Not quite on the opposite side. You're yeah,
okay.
You're both on the same side of him.
Oh, sorry, I should have been the other side.
Well, there's kind of a pillar. In the way.
Well, okay, that's only 14 on my first one.
Okay, that will miss, I'm afraid. Are you adding bless to these, by the way?
Oh no, I didn't have bless tonight.
That was including the bless. And on my second attack, that is a 16.
That's still not quite enough to hit, unfortunately. Yeah. They are well armoured and well trained.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pimz, you're next.
Okay. I'd like to point out that it is just gone 10 o'clock.
It is just gone 10 o'clock, so we should we do need to wrap up now. I will... Let's just finish this turn. Is that okay, Mark?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, okay. So Pimz, what's your action?
Okay, I am going whole hog on the one in front of me then, because he hit me and it's made me angry. So I'm going to do an attack on him. And that is 21.
That will hit.
Okay. And that's going to be... Oh, I rolled a 1, but I get to re-roll ones. So, that's 10. So that's going to be 15 points of damage.
Okay, on that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, he staggers back.
And I'm going to follow through then and hit him again.
Okay, keep going.
And that's going to be 19 this time.
That will hit.
Okay, and I rolled a 1 again, so I can re-roll.
Cool.
And I rolled a 2. I think I can re-roll 1s and 2s. I'm not sure. Let me just double check on that.
Worth a double check.
Great weapon fighting.
I thought we couldn't. We said we couldn't keep re-rolling if you got on the second one, but
God!
So I've got the same thing.
My second attack, isn't it? That wasn't a re-roll, was it? Was it?
No, you re-rolled a 1 and you got a 2.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So I think it's I think Mark's right.
That's 7 points damage then.
Another 7. Okay, yeah, he staggers back under your onslaught of blows.
And I'm gonna follow through with a with my the butt of my glaive.
Oh yes.
My bonus action.
Go for it.
And that's gonna be that's 28.
28. I think that'll hit. Go on.
And hang on, let me just check what that does. Oh yeah, here we go. So that's 9 points with the butt. A really cracking one.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Basically, you smack him across the face. His head swivels with a horrifying crack, and he drops. Okay.
Okay.
He is...
And I'm going to hold my ground where I am.
Okay. That means it is the hoplites' turn. So let's see. This one is going to. Let's see. What's he going to do? He's going to attempt to disengage from the dancing rapier. And retreat this way. Let's see. He's going to retreat that way. Let's see. This chap here is going to attack you, Deracles. He's not fully aware of everything that's going on around him, but he's got an enemy, and that's 17 to hit.
Yeah, that just hit.
Okay. And then that second one hits, and then all 3 of his hit. So that is a 6 and a 4 and a 9 points of damage. So that's 19 total damage. Then let's see, loyal hoplites. This chap goes after the fleeing chap and attacks him, and that will hit 1, miss. So he gets him for 4 points of damage. That's not enough to take him out, but so they're both dead. That's 13. Okay. This chap is going to attack the guy who is facing you, Deracles. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a miss, unfortunately. So that fails. And then these 2 guys at the back, basically following the Regent's instructions, just use their spears two-handed, and they just stab the prisoners in the neck, shake the body off the spear, and then stab the next one, and all 4 of these are summarily executed in short order, leaving these 2 guys behind. Okay, we will and then just at the end of that turn, you all hear the beating of wings, and let's see who's closest. Pimz, you're the furthest forward. You hear the scrabbling of claws on stone up above, and you glancing up, you can see at the edge of the rooftop, you can see a pair of claws curling round the edge. Do you want to make a quick nature roll?
I think it's a griffin. I think it's a griffin. I think I rolled a 15.
Yeah, it's a griffin. Okay. There's a griffin on the roof. Okay, we will leave it there and pick this up next time. Thank you for joining us. We will see you Tuesday, 7:30 GMT on Twitch or YouTube. You can catch up with past episodes on YouTube, some of which had audio problems, but we're doing our best. Yes, we'll find out what happens with the Invisible Regent and the traitorous Lectoi next week. Thanks very much.